pass again, labor. So just watch, labor. Say we must win, labor. No one get what, labor. No one in pass again, labor. So just watch, labor. Right now it's labor. It's labor. It's labor. It's labor. We vote the labor. Right now it's labor. It's labor. It's labor. It's labor. We vote the labor.
We have the master plan in case you don't know. We voting for Casso, Campbell, Maho, Roger Pochou. We voting for Casso, get the master Springfield Warner, there we go. A stick family man from Maho. Just let him take our hand, we put in our trust in Casso. Young man, we voting for Casso. Casso. Young girls, we voting for Casso. Daddy, Casso. Granny, grandpa, Casso. The farmers for Casso. Fisherman for Casso. East Casso, for my home. Massac, East Casso, for my home. Massac, East Casso, for my home. Massac, East Casso.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, labor! Just enjoy, are you there? All right. We're just testing to make sure that everything is in order, because today we have a mammoth rally, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just here to inform you that we are going to make a prompt start at 5:30. Labor! Yes, brothers and sisters.
Labour Party, Labour. Labour Party, Labour, Labour Party. We vote in the Labour Party. Is the X-Night issue for me? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Labour Party. Labour. Labour Party. Labour. Labour Party. We voting the Labour Party. Is the X-Night issue for me? Labour Party. Labour Party.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Pleasant good afternoon to you as we welcome you to this afternoon's function, the launching of the DLP candidate for the St. Joseph Constituency, Mr. Darron Lloyd. And we can encourage you to make your way closer to the stage because at 5:30, we are going to make a prompt start. So just make your way closer. I see some of us have our boots. Some of us came ready, and we are ready to roll. We are ready to get it going with the only organized party in the Commonwealth of Dominica. The party that is going to take 21 in 2022, ladies and gentlemen. Labour!
He can run the show, you already know, Darron. He don't come to play on election day, Darron. Like to bring new life, you don't know the vibes, Darron. Say it with me, Darron. Come on, Darron. What a breath of fresh air. Darron Lloyd is top tier. Labour rights thou shall not fear. You hear? You hear? You hear? No more time to talk. People waking up on election day. They go see who is the boss. Darron. Let me hear you shout. Darron. Without any doubts. Darron. Keep making us proud. Darron. We go say it low. They say the youth, they are the future. Well, I know the truth and it can't get any truer. Don't talk of the blues. It's just they play. Don't care about what they say. This Darron Lloyd is voting. They say the youth, they are the future. Well, I know the truth and it can get any truer.
Yes, yes, yes. That's it, my fellow Labourites. Come forward, because very soon we are about to start this mega rally. And already on stage, brothers and sisters, already on stage, we have some of our titans of the political arena, some of our candidates that have already been returned, brothers and sisters. Put your hands together for the man from the valley, Dr. Irvin McIntyre. Yes, 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 brothers and sisters, also on stage, the man that did it big in Cottage, Mr. Roland Royer. Yes, 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 brothers and sisters, come forward as we get ready to start this mammoth rally this afternoon. We'll be making a start promptly at 5:30 with the singing of our national anthem. So everybody make your way closer to the stage to witness this electrifying launch of the political prodigy, Mr. Darron Lloyd.
He shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
Yes, 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 Labourites. That's it, my fellow Labourites. Make your way forward. Make your way forward. As we welcome on stage another candidate that has already been returned successfully, brothers and sisters, from the Pidit Savan constituency, Mr. Julian Defoe.
Shall not be moved.
Labour Party, Labour. Labour Party, Labour Party. We vote in the Labour Party. Is the X-Ride issue for me? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Labour Party. Labour.
Yes, 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 brothers and sisters. Thank you, thank you. Continue to make your way forward. As we just inform you, upon stage, we have many more of our winning candidates coming to you. She will address you this afternoon from the Salisbury constituency. Put your hands together, blow your horns for Miss Lincia Fra.
Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party.
So with us this afternoon, the political giant from the constituency of Wesley, we're growing with Fidel Grant.
Shall not be moved.
Yes, brothers and sisters, from the lovely constituency of Mount John, they say getting better and better with Greta. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Greta Roberts. Labour again. If you vote in Labour again and you're from La Plaine, bloody hand. Yes, 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 brothers and sisters. On December 6th, there will be a landslide victory in La Plaine with Dr. Cassandra Williams.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
We're going down north, we're going down north. I want us to scream so they can hear us all the way in Posse. Bloody hands so they can hear us all the way in Posse. Because Finella is going to take it with a landslide. Labour! Yes, Labour rights, less Labour rights. Very soon, we are going to start this mammoth rally, and you can already feel the energy. You can already tell that on December 6th is a massive victory for the Dominica Labour Party. Labour! Labour!
Shall not be moved. Labour Party shall not be moved. Shall not be moved.
As we been in the country. Yes, labor rights. Good afternoon, St. Joe. Good afternoon to all the labor rights from the 21 constituencies across the Commonwealth of Dominica. Are you ready to vote labor? Are you ready to vote labor? Yes, brothers and sisters. Thank you very much for coming and showing up promptly to this official launching of the DLP candidate for the St. Joseph constituency, the political prodigy, the wonder kid, the birthday boy, Mr. Darron Lloyd. Yes, I will be your humble MC for this afternoon's proceedings, and I bring you greetings from the Rosa South constituency, the land of the Grand Pearl Rep, where we will be doing it again in 2022, brothers and sisters. As we officially commence this afternoon's program, we want to thank you for being here on time with a massive labor crowd in St. Joseph this afternoon. And we also, on behalf of the campaign management team, would like to apologize to you for the conditions at our field here this afternoon. Everything was set, everything was in motion, but we don't have control over the weather. Nonetheless, we give thanks and praise to God for the weather. We give thanks and praise to God for his blessings. And we thank you for coming forward nonetheless to be here in this carnival atmosphere, brothers and sisters. But as we make a start, I want to encourage us all to show reverence, to show love and appreciation for our blessed motherland, because we are now going to stand at attention for the national anthem of the Commonwealth of Dominica, brothers and sisters. Bloody on for Dominica, bloody on for the Dominica Labour Party, brothers and sisters. And I invite you to now remain standing as we call on none other than our beloved Teacher V to lead us in a word of prayer and invite the presence of the Holy Spirit in our midst, brothers and sisters.
Let us all bow our heads before our Lord and Maker, and let's repeat the prayer that we all know and we all learn. Our Father, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. God bless you.
Who Jah bless? Who Jah bless? God is good, and all the time, labor. Yes. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for turning out in your thousands and tens of thousands here to the playing field in St. Joseph, as we come to witness the official launching of the dynamic candidate for the St. Joseph constituency, Mr. Darron Lloyd, brothers and sisters. But to officially welcome you, to officially bring you greetings at this afternoon event, we are going to call upon a dynamic young man that is transforming entrepreneurs and small businesses across this country. Put your hands together for our former Deputy Speaker, Senator Philip Rowe.
Yeah, baby. He can run the show. You already know, Darron. He don't come to play on election day, Darron. That you bring new life. You don't know the vibes.
Liberate! St. Joe, are you there?
Breath of fresh air.
Layu, are you there? Mero, are you there? Bells, are you there? It is an honor to welcome all of you who have traveled from near and far to the lively, dynamic, progressive, and vibrant St. Joseph constituency. A constituency known for rich culture, timeless music, sports, and of course, some of the strongest Dominica Labour Party supporters in Dominica. Today, we are here to officially launch a young man who brings so much to the table, a young man who has already demonstrated his leadership ability, a young man who has showed that a determination to succeed and has excelled in his educational pursuits, a young man who has demonstrated his ability to work hard and get results. And this is a young man who has returned to his country and has stepped up to the plate to serve. This is a young man that we can look up to. This is a young man who will be the next parliamentary representative for the St. Joseph constituency. Let me hear you! Mr. Darron Lloyd is the one for St. Joseph. Darron is the one for St. Joseph, brothers and sisters. And just like each of you, I am convinced that he will do great things for the people of this constituency. He will take St. Joseph to the next level. It is evident that our Prime Minister, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit, has the greatest respect and admiration for young people of this country. It is clear that our PM does not subscribe to the saying that youth is wasted on the young. Vitality and original thinking of the young people for the growth and development of our dynamic Dominica. Brothers and sisters, there is no party as progressive and as forward-thinking as the Dominica Labour Party. There is no Prime Minister as progressive and as forward-thinking as our leader, Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerrit. And this is why Labour is still the best choice. Labour is the best choice for education, the best choice for housing, the best choice for youth, the best choice for the elderly, and the best choice for the future of Dominica. Labour is still the best choice because we live and we stay true to our mantra, all shall eat. A philosophy which has been breaking barriers and creating opportunities for all Dominicans. This is a party that cares for the people, that elevates the people, that supports the people. This is a party that says to us, no matter your economic background or social status, if you have a passion and a drive, we will help you attain your dreams. People who could only ever dream of being doctors, lawyers, engineers, and the list goes on and on, today are proud professionals working in their field thanks to this Dominica Labour Party.
It's my PM for me. Labour's still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
For the last 22 years, St. Joseph has been solid with labor. And come December 6th, we will go out early and we will vote the shoe to ensure that the St. Joseph constituency returns to the Dominica Labour Party with Darron Lloyd as our new parliamentary representative. Let me hear you say Labour!
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice.
That's it, I'm feeling the energy. Labour! Let me once again welcome all of you to St. Joseph. God bless. Labour! Power! Power! Thank you.
We shall not be moved, just like the tree that's planted by the water. Labour,
Party shall not be moved.
fly on, fly on. Yes, yes, yes. Can you feel the energy, brothers and sisters? If you can feel it, say Labour. Yes, yes. Moving right along, I bring to you a dynamic and a vibrant young woman from the constituency of Salisbury. She's a trained professional in the field of public health, having obtained a bachelor's degree from Monroe University in St. Lucia and also a master's degree online, demonstrating that the digital economy is alive and well in the Commonwealth of Dominica. Brothers and sisters, welcome Miss Lindsay Frank, our winning candidate in the Salisbury constituency.
Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Who we voting? Who we voting? Labour Party. Labour Party. Labour. Labour Party. Labour Party. We voting the Labour Party.
Dominicans, Liberites, my people of Salisbury, Cooley Street, Montrachet, let me hear you. People of St. Joseph, let me hear you. The Labour victory train is moving on. Today, I have the duty to salute our distinguished Prime Minister, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it. Unopposed in the Valecast constituency. What an achievement. This signals that the Dominica Labour Party leader has done his most unanimous confirmation by the people of the Vale. Dominicans, this is why we will continue to emphasize that leadership matters. Labour. Allow me to also recognize my colleagues from Cottage, Paybush, Collio, Rosa Valley, Petit Savant, who were also unopposed. The Labour victory train is gaining momentum, and we are ready to serve you in Parliament in all 21 seats. Salisbury, Cooley Street, Montrachet, let me hear you. People of St. Joseph, I bring you greetings from the Salisbury constituency. It is with great pride to endorse and celebrate the launching of a vibrant son of the soil, Darron Lloyd, a young man to which perseverance is no stranger. Through his educational journey in the People's Republic of China, Darron has showed us that he possesses a combination to surmount even the greatest challenges. While Darron's mother tongue is English language, and though he is fluent in Chinese Mandarin, it is his ability to speak the languages of enthusiasm and purpose that I admire the most of him. This young man is energetic, full of dynamism, and I am elated to stand and work in this new Labour Party administration alongside Darron Lloyd. My fellow Dominicans, I am more than certain that Darron is well equipped to deliver on the plans and programs of the Labour Party in the St. Joseph constituency. Given the tight link between Salisbury and St. Joseph constituency, it is foreseeable that several issues such as roads, housing, agriculture, fisheries, job creation, and tourism development will be addressed with a collective approach. My people from St. Joseph and Salisbury constituencies, it is with utmost confidence that I say all the necessary support will be given to our constituency with the help of our Prime Minister, the Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. We, this Labour team of the times, will deliver the plans and programs for our constituency. Labour, Salisbury, Montrachet, Colibri, people of St. Joseph, Laborize. Do you hear me? Laborize. Our government is working. We have seen the reconstruction of our main hospital and the construction of the hospital in Marigot, as well as health centers across the island. Notwithstanding the adversities that we, the people of Dominica, have faced through natural phenomena, we have bounced back. We have witnessed developments through structural transformation. The Labour Party government has made strides through the construction of houses, roads, bridges, schools, and community centers. These investments have been made to create more livable and healthier communities, my dear friends. Labour, in our quest to become the first climate resilient country in this world, the aim of this Labour Party administration is to aid in instituting measures to prevent and reduce existing disaster risk, especially in communities like Colibri. In these communities, we will deliver well-designed, durable infrastructure that will meet international standards. Colibri, you are not forgotten. Are you ready for service above self? Dominicans, in 2026, the Labour Party government will deliver the international airport, which is already under construction. The benefits of this international airport will be enormous to the economic well-being of Dominica. Salisbury, Colibri, Montrachet, are you there? We are marching on to victory under the guidance of our Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. With the aim to increase local production and decreasing imports, the Labour Party government will seek to expand the manufacturing sector, especially as it relates to livestock, agro-processing, and small business. We want to increase our gains in areas of youth training, sports, and education, and enable the youth for a future far in excess of what our parents have enjoyed. These governments will invest in the youth and give them the best opportunities and encourage talented and gifted young people to remain in Dominica. Salisbury, Colibri, Montrachet, are you there? Labour is still the best choice for our people. My fellow Dominicans, I want to lend my efforts in building a dynamic and resilient Dominica by protecting and maintaining our natural environment and by continuing to plant trees, beautify our communities, and keep Dominica clean. To our people working within the NEP program, it gives me joy that you will be better engaged with an extension of 3 to 5 work days per week, which has been granted by our Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit. For my constituents who are part of this program and for those benefiting from the NEP nationwide, I am grateful. To the NEP team across the country, I salute you for a job well done. My dear friends, Laborites, constituents of Salisbury, Cooley Stream, Monrachet, as we journey on the course of national development, I solicit your full support. To the constituents of St. Joseph, I want you to rally your support on December 6th and vote resoundingly for Darron Lloyd by placing your X near the shoe. Forward ever, backward never. Labour is still the best choice. We are moving forward on this Labour train to form the next government. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Labour.
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice. Scream until you lose your voice. Labour still the best choice. Go out and get a voice.
Yes. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Blow your hands for Lindsay Frank, brothers and sisters. And at the same time, blow your hands because we have the arrival of the world boss, the man himself, Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit. Put your hands together for your PM. Wave your flag for your PM. Let us make some noise. One man for PM, one man for Dominica, Roosevelt Skerrit. Yes, brothers and sisters. Yes. Anybody was at the Walk for Peace yesterday? If you had the Walk for Peace yesterday, make some noise. Wow. What a walk for peace and prosperity. Yes, brothers and sisters, moving right along with our program. As we say in Grand 4, things are getting better and better with Sister Greta. Put your hands together for Honorable Greta Roberts.
You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice. Scream until you lose your voice. Labour still the best choice. Go out and get a voice. Labour still the best.
Good afternoon, Laborites. You know, when I saw the rain, I said I'm going to tell you something this afternoon. Whenever there is a luncheon and you see rain, it means there is victory in store. Because I got rain. We were nearly drowned in Grand Fond. And this was a sign that the Lord had blessed us and He was going to bring victory. So this afternoon, celebrate the victory for our partner, Darron Lloyd in St. Joseph. Laborites, let me thank you, though, that in spite of the mud, you are here. You continue to demonstrate your support and commitment to our party. This is a force. Labour is a force. Let me hear you scream. I bring you greetings. Greetings from the Mount John Riviera constituency. The people of Grand Fond always want me to say Grand Fond after that. So I bring you greetings from the Mount John Riviera and Grand Fond constituency. And I come with good news this afternoon. that labor is still solid in this constituency. And we are growing from strength to strength with labor as we march towards another victory on December 6th. We in Grand Fond, we are not giving up. We are not letting go. We are working with labor. Nous pas qu'à lâcher. Is labor we seeing, is labor we know, and is labor we voting. People of St. Joseph, Bells, Mero, and Layu, let me tell you that I'm pleased to stand here this evening in support of our colleague, Darron Lloyd, who is a new candidate for the Dominica Labour Party and the St. Joseph constituency. Darron forms part of our new talented team of young leaders who are joining the fight with us as we march forward. A young man who has come from among you, the people of St. Joseph, one who shares your dreams and aspirations. He is someone I know. On Belty Book I look at his picture, I say, what? It still has some handsome young men in this country, man. And I wonder why I have not gotten one for myself. Come on, man. Darron is filled with immense potential, and he can identify with the youth of the constituency, and he has the ability to move this constituency forward. I am looking eagerly forward to see his contribution when he forms part of this government in December 2022. But first, my people of St. Joseph, my commendations alone, the actions of this party alone cannot get Darron where he wants to go. The onus is on you, people of St. Joseph, all voters in St. Joseph, to come forward to allow Darron to prove himself to you. The people of Bells, St. Joseph, ensure you come out in large numbers on December 6th to vote for your candidate and afford him that opportunity he needs to serve in this beautiful constituency. Last Thursday, Dominicans, not just hardcore labor rights, genuine, patriotic Dominicans, they made a commitment to make labor their party of choice because they know that labor is able to bring the hope, the peace, the economic well-being, and prosperity for everyone in this beautiful country. And while we are confident that we are winning, while we are confident that victory is ours, we cannot take this for granted. Ladies and gentlemen, labor rights one and all, the last few days have been powerful examples of the strength and influence of the Labour Party, a movement that has been at the vanguard of our people's development for the last 22 years. Our people have shown that they stand for peace and prosperity, as you displayed yesterday in your walk in the streets of Roseau. Indeed, Dominica remains a progressive beacon in the Caribbean, and by the grace of God and the will of this people, we are confident that our mandate will be expanded come December 6th. On Friday, for the second time in my career, I stepped up once again to put forward my nomination for the constituency of Grand Fond, Mont John Riviere Sirik. I stand ready to serve, just as I promised 3 years ago, and I stand in full solidarity with the only party of choice, the Labour Party. I make that promise one more time to continue to bring the change that this constituency needs. And then you will all hear last evening, the Prime Minister made a pronouncement that anybody who does not work this time is fired. So I told myself last night that I need to shake something. We need to buck up, because the Prime Minister, you must have heard the passion in his voice. He cares for you. We all care for you. We want the best for you. And all we are asking is that you come out on December 6th and give victory to the Dominica Labour Party.
It's my PM for me. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your...
Because labor rights, through every stage of our development, this Labour Party has consistently stood on the side of its people. This was even more pronounced in the government's concern and overwhelming support for the people of the East and the Southeast following the recent passage of the trough system last week. At this very moment, this Labour Party government continues to engage our people as it leads the way to bring in temporary relief to all of them, to all of us, and to address our concerns and our find long-term solutions. From a ministerial standpoint, we have already begun changes needed as we work towards transforming the public service in this country. Within the last 2.5 years, we have made tremendous investments in infrastructure, all in an effort to ensuring that the working conditions of our public officers are more conducive for greater efficiency and productivity. We saw the construction of new health centers, schools, the rehabilitation of police and fire stations, and already an estimated $27 million was budgeted for the continuation of works this financial year. Despite the challenges, despite the difficult times we were faced with during COVID period, we as a government have never wavered on our monthly salary payments to our public officers. We met our commitments to them, ensuring that they received a salary increase, a one-off payment and back pay, as was agreed upon during our negotiations with the unions. Labor is working, ladies and gentlemen. Hard times don't scare us. Crises can't stop us. We as a party, we do what we have to do for the best for our people, regardless of what may come our way. We are a group of hard-working people, and with the Prime Minister, with a political leader at the helm, Dominica is in safe hands.
It's my PM for me. Yeah, still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise.
Within the last 2 years, we also saw the appointment of 673 public officers. That's a lot of public officers. 673 appointed during a challenging period. We confirmed their positions for public officers who have been in the service for 2 or more years in the same acting positions. Labor again is ensuring the job security of our officers. This is the largest number we have ever given over a senior period in recent history. We intend to continue the process, and I want to give our officers the assurance that the appointment process will continue when we are back in office come December 2022. Labor rights, Dominicans, this party has delivered on its promises. I don't think you can find anything that you can break down this party with. We are forced to reckon with, and we will continue our efforts in ensuring that Dominica remains the shining star of the Caribbean. In the public service, we also saw the creation of 225 positions within our secondary schools, opening new opportunities for upward mobility for our teachers, and of course, new employment within the teaching service. There are still positions available, and these too will be filled when we are back in office. I stand here to give our primary school teachers the assurance also. I was a primary school teacher, never moved to secondary school. So I want to ensure that primary school teachers get their part too. We have to ensure that the same thing that we did for secondary school teachers can be done for our primary school teachers. So teachers, your turn is coming. The process is complete, and come January, you too will see new positions in deputy principals, graduate teachers, and senior qualified teachers. Labor has delivered on its promises, ladies and gentlemen. As has been done in the past, we will continue to reward and applaud our public officers during our annual Public Services Award. We want to encourage and motivate them, because it is always wise that when you do good things, you want to know that you are being recognized for it. And our public officers will see a Public Services Award this coming year. As the Prime Minister already stated, these will be awarded to officers nominated by their departments and agencies, and will be given throughout the public service. No one will be left behind. In the past 2.5 years, we have also made available $800,000 as an emergency fund created just for public officers. And we have agreed to do that in order to provide support for them in the event of a disaster or in medical emergencies. Labor cares for its people. In this coming year, as the Prime Minister indicated, this government has taken a decision to pay all outstanding increments that have not been paid to public officers for 2021. Another indication to all public officers that we are concerned about you, and Labour will deliver on its promises. The gratuity for officers acting for extended periods is also being considered as well. Labor rights, ladies and gentlemen, in 2019, when we formed the government, we promised a better deal for all our officers, and we are delivering. And so on December 6th, when we all go out to vote, we are voting for a brighter future for Dominica. We must show up, and we vote as an endorsement for the government's policies on health care, in education, and our public officers in housing, in keeping Dominica safe. So on December 6th, we will be voting for ourselves, for our children, for our brothers and sisters, for our families, for our youth, for our elderly, for our farmers, and for all Dominicans, for a better, more prosperous, peaceful Dominica. And so, let me encourage you to let this campaign continue in the same spirit that we have shown. Let's mobilize our communities in the 16 constituencies to come out to vote on December 6th. We shall take nothing for granted. Young people, indeed it is you who are the authors of this new chapter. And we are calling on you this time to come out as our young champions for labor. We will take care of you. Labor rights, may God continue to bless you. May God continue to bless Dominica. And let us go out on December 6th and place this Labour Party government back for 2023. Thank you very
Yes, yes, yes. If you know Labour Party cannot be moved, blow your horn, brothers. Blow your horn. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. We also want to acknowledge in a big way one of our political giants, the man himself, Senior Minister, Honorable Reginald Ostrey. Yes, yes, yes. Also joining us on stage, none other than Mr. Joseph Isaac. Yes, brothers and sisters, and we thank you, our crowd in front of the stage. Put your hands together for the massive crowd in front of the stage. Labour! You heard the vibes so far from Lindsay Frank and also from Sister Greta. But now we're going to move, as we told you, to one of our political giants, brothers and sisters. The people of Wesley, they say they're growing with Grant, and so they're going with Grant. Put your hands together for Mr. Fidel Grant.
Brothers and sisters, I bring you warm greetings from the constituency of Wesley. Wesley, Palm Tree, Wooty. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very happy to be here on this platform this evening. In the St. Joseph constituency, I stand in solidarity with my brother, Darron Lloyd. The St. Joseph constituency holds a very special place in my heart. And many of you already know why this is so. This St. Joseph constituency is my second home. St. Joe has blessed me with a beautiful wife and a happy family. And some of the most caring friends I have come to know. Having been part of this constituency for the past 15 years, I am confident that the St. Joe, Mero, Bells, Layu have some of the most loving and committed people. I know, and you know, that you will not disappoint the Dominica Labour Party. But I can also say to you, the people of this constituency, that your Labour Party government have never ever disappointed you. And this is evident in the work your government is doing in this constituency. You know that your Labour Party government delivers. You know that we deliver on our promises. You have heard the Prime Minister on numerous occasions. Sometimes it's not as quick as you want it to be, but your government always delivers. People of Mero, Layu, Bells, and St. Joseph, you know what the National Employment Program is doing at the home of the single parents. My dear brothers and sisters, we know what it is to have one graduate per household. You know in this constituency you can boast of doctors, lawyers, engineers, and business people. Brothers and sisters, Dominicans, labor rights, you know that your Labour Party government has your back. You know that we care. You know that you can call on your leader and we will come through for you. You know that we have your back in healthcare. You know we have your back in education. You know we have your back in housing. You know that we'll continue to empower people to ensure that every Dominican continues to live a life with dignity. As the Minister for Agriculture, I can say to the farmers and fisherfolk and all the stakeholders in the agriculture sector in this constituency, your Labour Party government cares about you. Your Labour Party government is working for you. Within the past 5 years, we have invested and continue to invest over $150 million within this sector. Following the devastation of Hurricane Maria, your government took immediate action. Our Prime Minister went out and he sought and got funding. We always take care of our people. You know that your government, this Labour Party government, has your back. We took care of our farmers, we took care of our fisherfolk with tangible support. I can tell you here in this constituency, hundreds of farmers have received and will continue to receive cash support and other tangible support from the Ministry of Agriculture. Kahome, Layu, we know that these areas are very productive and access is crucial. That is why your government continues to invest in feeder roads for our farmers, and this constituency is no exception. Brothers and sisters, your government knows agriculture is the backbone of our rural communities. And that is why, despite many challenges, we face hurricanes, storms, droughts, we continue to invest in our farmers and our fisherfolk because they are a priority. At this time, when the world is in turmoil and other countries are facing food shortage, high employment, we have abundance of fresh food, and your government continues to look at ways in creating sustainable jobs for our young people. We continue to invest in sectors where our young people can thrive, where they can be innovative, industrious, where our young people can make money, be able to take mortgages, and build their families. We are well aware of the vast number of job opportunities in the agriculture sector. And that is why this year, your government have invested and will be investing over $55 million within the agriculture sector. We have allocated $5 million to next year for the purchase of fresh produce from our farmers. Farmers can now get paid in a timely manner. And I would like to encourage the farmers to take advantage of this facility. Your government is committed. We have invested into greenhouses, irrigation systems, and other necessities to ensure that your country has an available fresh fruits and vegetables all year round. To our banana farmers, your government continues in the fight against black tigotoka. This year, we will be investing $1 million to support our large and small farmers. The National Abattoir is located right here in this constituency. I urge the young men and women to take advantage of this opportunity. This year, the government will be investing $3.8 million to improve operations and output at the National Abattoir. Young people, I speak to you today. There is money to be made in agriculture. There are opportunities waiting for you. We are building a register of vacant agricultural lands that can go back and go into production. I urge you to be part of this process. Identify some lands, speak to your PAL rep, and ensure that these lands go into production. We have concessions within the Ministry of Agriculture on vehicles, tools, equipment, and of course, concessionary financing at the Aid Bank. I urge the farmers, fisherfolk, and our young people to take advantage of these opportunities. Young people, we have markets right here in Dominica. We have a demand for fresh produce, vegetables, to include cabbage, carrots, lettuce, and a number of other produce which are in demand here in the Commonwealth. Young people, I speak to you this evening. I urge you to look around. I want to remind you here in the St. Joseph constituency that the 5-star Tranquility Resort is located 5 minutes away in Salisbury to be open soon. Young people in this constituency, I ask you to get ready to take advantage of these opportunities. This resort will be a game changer here on the West Coast. So the young people of St. Joseph, I'm asking you this evening, are you ready to provide eggs to them? Are you ready to provide carrots, cabbage, lettuce, and other vegetables to this hotel? Are you ready to provide fresh pork, fresh goat meat, fresh rabbit meat, and fresh chicken to this hotel? I want to ensure and tell you this evening that your government is listening to you. We are doing what you have asked us to do. We are creating an environment where you, the young people, continue to thrive, where you, the young people, can be independent and make money. My question to you, the young people, this evening is how are you preparing yourself to take advantage in this new dynamic Dominica? Your Labour Party government cares about the youth. And that is why today I am here to support your candidate, Darron Lloyd. Darron understands service to people. He has a passion for empowering the youth, and he loves the elderly. I call on the people of St. Joseph, Layu, Mero, Bells to come out and vote for Darron. We must ensure that we come out and vote for Darron, because voting for Darron means that you are voting for the NEP. Saying yes to Darron means you are saying yes to the Yes We Care program. Voting for Darron means you are voting for the opportunities we have in the education sector. My dear people, a vote for Darron is a vote for labor. A vote for labor is a vote for stability. At this time, I want to call on my constituents. Wesley, Wooting, Palm Tree. I want to thank you for your unwavering support. Night after night, you are here with me, and I thank you. In the Wesley constituency, we have a lot to be thankful for. Dominicans, labor rights, the international airport is becoming a reality. To my constituents, we'll be the envy of the nation. We'll be a hub of activity and opportunity. We must ensure that we make this happen for us and for Dominica. There is a lot of work ongoing, and we have already begun to enjoy the fruits of the international airport. Our shops, our restaurants have more traffic than before. A number of young men and women have found work. Some of them have already begun to invest in land and vehicles. And for this, we have to say, thank God for labor. I will speak to my constituency on another occasion. But today, I want to assure Dominicans, labor rights, that the Wesley constituency, as we know it, is safe with labor. In the Wesley constituency, we know that leadership matters. In the Wesley constituency, we'll be voting for trusted leadership and we'll be voting for stability. I want to assure you that come December 6th, the people of Wesley, Woodford Hill, and Palm Tree will be voting for Fidel Grant and the Dominica Labour Party. Labour!
To be part of the Progressive Party focused on the well-being of every Dominican, and proud to be led by our Prime Minister, the Honorable Roosevelt Scarrett. Still, he is still the best choice for Dominica in these turbulent times. Do you agree? I want to take this opportunity to congratulate and thank those of you who came out in large numbers yesterday to champion the causes of peace, progress, and prosperity. I think these three words capture some of the essence of this Labour Party. And I was really pleased to see so many of you respond to the call from our leader to march in a show of solidarity. Once again, the true power of Labour was on display. And I must tell you, it warmed my heart to be part of such an experience. This is a party of the people, for the people, and there is no doubt the Dominica Labour Party and its leader still enjoy the confidence and support of the Dominican people. You chose to step out without fear of judgment or condemnation, because you know that the Dominica Labour Party is the only political organization in Dominica with the capacity and vision to build a bright future. And today you're back here to give your support to young brother Darron Lloyd. You are standing strong with Labour and the new candidates who have joined the team to continue to bring progress and development to Dominica. I want to commend Darron for taking this bold step. As a young person, he could have chosen to focus on building his career, or he could have gone to continue his studies. But he responded to the call to serve you, the people of St. Joseph, and he needs your support. I have every confidence that Darron will grow into his new role quickly because he has excellent examples of leadership in the Dominica Labour Party. On December 6th, I urge all of you to go out early to vote for Darron Lloyd. Do not be complacent. Do not say, Labour has already won. Darron needs your endorsement to take him to the Parliament where he can best represent your interests. Labourites, I want to assure you that this Labour Party is working towards a safer, more prosperous future for you. As leaders, we understand that all of what you aspire in this life, for independence and dignity, all of this you can aspire with the Dominica Labour Party. You want to be empowered to take your rightful place as productive members of society. You want access to opportunities for advanced education, good paying jobs, and a better quality of life for yourselves and for your families. And many of you in the crowd tonight see yourselves as future leaders who can help shape this country, our country, into a place of opportunity, the dynamic Dominica we all aspire to. Labourites, I know you are fired up. Your energy is at 100%, and you want to be part of the reset, part of the new look government to take this country forward. I want to assure you that with the Dominica Labour Party, you are in the right company to achieve your goals, to strengthen your voice, and to secure a brighter future for your children. The reset that Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit speaks of has a great deal to do with each and every one of you this evening. This reset is about engaging you, listening to your ideas, and taking up your recommendations as we confront our common challenges. The 10 new candidates who have joined the Labour team this election are all relatively young people with a range of useful skills and talents and expertise. We are all eager to put our knowledge and experience to work in the service of our beautiful country. We will help build on a strong Dominica Labour Party record in almost every sphere of development. I want to touch briefly on some of the proud achievements of the DLP government, which stand out to me because of my natural love for children and the elderly as a practicing physician. Labourites, this government's record in education is unimpeachable. Since 2000, the Dominica Labour Party has created access at all levels of the education system. Thousands who would have otherwise been ineligible have obtained associate degrees at the Dominica State College. Universal secondary education, introduced in 2005, has meant that all children have the opportunity to attend secondary school. In 2012, the government of Dominica implemented universal access to early childhood education to give each child of preschool age a shot at early stimulation and to help them achieve their full potential. And since 2000, thousands of Dominicans have acquired a university degree through this government's efforts to secure scholarships and provide funding for advanced studies. The National Employment Program stands as a shining example of Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett's determination to give the young people of our country a lift towards gainful employment and a steady income to sustain themselves. This announcement made on November 3rd in the Prime Minister's National Day address that this program will be expanded from 3 to 5 days speaks of his and this government's commitment is sustainability. I'm also passionate about the well-being of our seniors, and this government is building on the strong systems already in place to provide health care and medication to our elderly at zero cost. Prime Minister Roosevelt Scarrett announced on November 3rd that government will introduce the payment of a non-contributory pension to persons aged 70 and over. Laborites, this is good news for individuals between the ages of 65 and 70 who do not receive a pension. This is the action of a compassionate government and a caring Prime Minister. As a physician, I am especially proud of the advances in our health infrastructure and the exemplary efforts of our health workers to keep our people safe during the COVID-19 pandemic. We can boast of 12 new health centers which have improved the delivery of primary care across Dominica. Labor rights, you should be proud of the new Dominica China Friendship Hospital with a new MRI machine, one of the few in our region, and fully functional cardiology and eye care centers. Coming from Dallas, which is traditionally a farming community, I must touch on the new opportunities opening up in agriculture and agro-processing. As parliamentary representative, I will push for my people in the Southeast to re-engage in what I believe is an essential sector for growth, especially in these times when global food security is at risk. Agriculture can be a platform for job creation in our rural communities, and La Plaine and the Southeast will be counted in the efforts to strengthen our food systems. While politics is new to me and an entirely unexpected path, having worked as a medical officer in several districts, I have become familiar with many of your circumstances. I understand your challenges, and I know that Dominica is brimming with talented, well-meaning people with the capacity to be agents for change and progress. Your skills, your talents, and your participation are vital to the process of achieving social stability and economic prosperity. To the people of the La Plaine constituency, I look forward to representing your interests and making sure you have a seat at the table. In me, you will find a friend, a counselor, and a physician. In the Parliament, I plan to be a firm voice for you. I plan to do this in partnership with you. Presently, you are experiencing firsthand the effects of severe weather on our vulnerable communities. Climate change is at your doorsteps. The government of Dominica is on the ball, and our response to this event is ongoing. We must secure a safer future for our people and communities. The challenges we face demand that we step up and flourish. We will chart the way forward together. Laborites, I encourage you to embrace the opportunities that are being created for you by the government. Be positive, for there is much to be hopeful for. Place God at the forefront of all your actions, of your dreams and aspirations. Be willing to work hard and reject those who seek to erode your confidence in yourselves and in your country's government. You can count on us in the Dominica Labour Party to help get you on the right path to success, to build safer communities, and to protect your children's future. We will not let you down. So on December 6th, make the right choice. Make the best choice for Dominica. Vote the Dominica Labour Party. Thank you.
Labor rights. Labor rights. We giving Dr. Skerritt labor rights.
Yes. Put your hands together for Dr. Carissa Williams, brothers and sisters. And we can hear the St. Joseph Lapo Cabwit is making it way on stage, because I suspect very soon our candidate will be taking the stage, brothers and sisters. But to introduce him, to introduce our next winning candidate for the St. Joseph constituency, I bring you a son of the soil. He's your former parliamentary representative. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Kelva Daru.
Yeah, baby. He can run the show. You already know, Darron. He don't come to play on election day, Darron. Like a brand new life. You don't know the vibes, Darron. Stay with me.
Thank you very much, Mr. DJ. Labor rights. This evening, we, the constituents of St. Joseph, the communities of St. Joseph, Layu, Mero, Bells, Layu Park, we present to you our winning candidate, Mr. Darron Lloyd. Darron was born and raised in St. Joseph by his mom, his aunt, and his grandmother. Darron was raised as a humble, caring, and gentle young man. He has a selfless attitude and possesses a love for people that is unparalleled to none. Personally for me, has been a good friend of mine. And I recall after Tropical Storm Erica, Darron was one of the young men in the community who was on our team to assist us and to assist the neighboring communities after this experience. He was granted a scholarship to study international economics and trade in the People's Republic of China, where he pursued a bachelor's degree. He continues to inspire hope among the young people in this constituency and Dominica by extension. Labor rights, ladies and gentlemen, the best choice, the only choice for the St. Joseph constituency. We present to you our next parliamentary representative. Put your hands together for Mr. Darron Lloyd.
Yeah, baby. He can run the show. You already know, Darron. He don't come to play on election day, Darron. Like a brand new life. You don't know the vibes, Darron. Stay with me, Darron. Come on, Darron. What a breath of fresh air. Darron Lloyd is top tier. Labor rights thou shall not fear. You hear? You hear? You hear? No more time to talk. People waking up on election day. They go see who is the boss, Darron. Let me hear you shout, Darron. Without any doubts, Darron. Keep making us proud, Darron. We go say it loud. They say the youth, they are the future. Well, I know the truth and it can't get any truer. Don't talk any blues, it's just they playing. Don't care about what they say. It's Darron Lloyd be voting. They say the youth, they are the future. Well, I know the truth and it can't get any truer. Don't talk any blues, it's just they playing. Don't care about what they say. It's Darron Lloyd be voting. Darron, he can run the show. We shall not be moved. Just like the trees that planted by the waters.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
Dominica! Dominica!
Yeah, baby. He can run the show. You already know. Darron, he don't come to play.
That's
on
what I'm
election
talking
day.
about.
Darron.
Labor rights. I needed to sip a bottle of water because you guys are filled with energy. And that's the sort of energy that we need to develop this constituency.
He can run the show. You already know. Darron, he don't come to play on election.
Good night, everybody. Okay, good night, one and all. I am pleased to welcome you to the place of my birth. Bells, Layu Park, Layu, Sanjo, Ja Sanjo. My people, I want to start by thanking you all, both here and those tuned in via the live stream, for the outpouring of support that I have been showered with since the announcement of my candidacy. Thank you so much. What many don't know, however, is that while my candidacy officially started on November 18, 2022, the chapter for my journey up to this point dates back to 2016. During the Christmas period of 2016, I was speaking with my mother about my desire to pursue a university-level education. I can still remember, my dear friends, the disappointment on my mother's face when she expressed to me her financial challenges and her inability to assist me to pursue my dreams. Sensing that she was distressed, I told her that I had a plan. I can only admit now that my plan was actually a dream. But in that moment, I felt it necessary to assure her that I would be okay. Brothers and sisters, at that time, listen carefully, at that time, I lived in the remote area of Sultan, at least 30 minutes away from one of my closest friends. I'm saying this to say that I lived extremely far away from someone who I was extremely close with. And I'm saying this so that I can appreciate the divinity of that friend coming to my house right when my mother and I were speaking about him. Ladies and gentlemen, this friend, knowing my situation, came in that moment to give me the guarantee that I will receive government assistance to pursue my dream of a university education. True to his word, I was introduced to the PAL rep, Darron at the time. You see, that's the togetherness that I'm talking about. That's the love of this Dominica Labour Party. So that friend, though, in my situation, came in that moment to give me the guarantee that I would receive government assistance to pursue my education. True to his words, as I said, I was introduced to the then parliamentary representative, Darron, a few days later. My friends, Calva did not hesitate to welcome me and grant me a full scholarship through this Dominica Labour Party administration. Thank you. He assisted me, Darron Lloyd, knowing well that I did not support him in the general election prior to our meeting. He assisted me, a young man with a dream. A young man with a dream, my friends. Even though he knew that my family were extremely vocal supporters of the United Workers' Party, he assisted me. We never discussed politics during that time. His sole focus was dedicated to encouraging me to make the most of my opportunity. In contrast, my friends, the team I had supported the previous election branded me a traitor for accepting an opportunity from the Dominica Labour Party administration. Magwesa. My friends, while I was studying in China, making my family and myself proud, the only persons that would regularly reach out and ask about my well-being were the members of this Dominica Labour Party. I felt a love I had never felt before. I stand here today as a proud product of prudent leadership and effective bilateral partnership. I stand here today knowing that each one touch one are more than just empty words. I stand here today wanting to share that blessing with someone else, my dear friends. Laborites, today is my 27th birthday. Laborites, today is my 27th birthday. The day I am being launched. My friends, this is no coincidence. And what better way to celebrate my birthday but with my constituents and with my Labour Party. My friends, to God be the glory. Great things He has done. Thank you so much. The St. Joseph constituency has always been one of the most unique and vibrant constituencies in Dominica. Can I get an amen? Thank you very much. We undeniably boast of possessing Dominica's finest rivers, waterfalls, and beaches. Well-known sportsmen and women such as Roy Marshall, Shane Marshall, Ajay Roy, and the list goes on and on and on. Creative festivals. We are holding a long history of culture and devoted patriots. Growing up here is definitely one of the highlights of my life. My core values, such as honesty, respect, ambition, modesty, are all elicited from the mores and folkways which were present within the St. Joseph community that I grew up in as a young boy. St. Joseph has shaped the person that I am today, and my ambition to bring people together and pursue national development are byproducts of my experiences of growing up in this community.
You can run the show, you already know, Darron. You don't come to play on election.
My aim as your representative is to firstly unite the St. Joseph people and develop the constituency. When I am elected as your parliamentary representative, come December 6th, I will work assiduously and tirelessly to ensure that your challenges are addressed. My goal as your next parliamentary representative is to focus on togetherness. I say this with the understanding that this will be a two-way street. It's not just about me, a parliamentary representative. It's about us, we as a people. My friends, if I fail, then we fail as a people. If I succeed, then we succeed as a people. I want you to hold me accountable as I strive to achieve nothing less than togetherness for this St. Joseph constituency. After December 6th, when the celebrations have ended, I want us to come together to take Dominica forward, my friends. Laborites! Laborites! We often say as Laborites that this country is ours to build, but it's not ours alone, my friends. We need every hand on deck to ensure that this country maximizes its potential and its resources. This government, my friends, addressed the gas shortage on November. This government addressed the gas shortage. But on November 17th, just last week, the other side still ran out of gas. We must not leave their supporters behind as we take Dominica forward. Remember, we are all Dominicans, first and foremost. This is the Labour way. This is the Dominica Labour Party way, my friends.
Labour Party shall not be moved.
If being a Labourite wasn't about inclusivity and putting country first, I would not be standing here as a proud university graduate, my friends. For the last 22 years as a nation, we have made tremendous strides in various sectors, but time will only permit me tonight to elaborate on two, and that's in the areas of education and health. The productivity of any nation is rooted firmly on an educated population and on a healthy population. We have seen, my friends, an increase in university graduates across our great nation. And I am an example of an individual, a young person who has received a university education, as I said, from prudent leadership and from working bilateral partnerships. We have seen the completion of numerous state-of-the-art smart primary schools, as well as the initial stage of the new Dominica Grammar School, which I had the privilege to teach. Labourites, when it comes to education, the Dominica Labour Party makes no jokes. Labour! Dominica's economy is much more diverse. And with the drive for national reset, we in the St. Joseph constituency will play our part to equip our students with additional educational opportunities which are needed for our digital economy. Because of the benevolence of this Dominica Labour Party administration, our children are now better equipped for the digital world, having received devices through the intervention of the ministries of education and the digital economy. I dream of a day when every household in this community has a university graduate's labor rights. Every time I count my blessings, I become more determined to ensure that I build on the foundation that was provided to my generation by this Dominica Labour Party administration. In the healthcare sector, much like our housing sector, Dominicans have seen the handing over of modern health and wellness centers across the island, my brothers and sisters. My people, I understand the limitations that we are confronted with by our existing health facilities in respective communities within this constituency. I have heard your cries. I have listened to your cries, and we will make something happen within this constituency. I can give you the full assurance that such limitations that we are experiencing in the health sectors shall be addressed as a matter of urgency, my brothers and sisters. I do not stand here to make promises to you. I am not standing here to make any promise that I cannot keep. But I want to reiterate my vision for this noble constituency. And that vision is simple. It is a vision that togetherness is key. And we, meaning you and I, will collectively, as one people, as one St. Joseph people, as one people, explore and nurture the endless potential to offer in this constituency. Remember, 6 years ago, my friends, I had a dream. Remember that I have a dream, and that is to unite the people of St. Joseph. I have a dream to make something of myself. Do you remember that dream that I told you about 6 years ago? That I wanted to pursue a university-level education and make use of my God-given potential. I want the same for you, my people, in the people of St. Joseph, for my people in Bells, my people of Layu Park, my people of Layu, Mero. I want that same opportunity for all of you, my people. Yes, I have worked hard, but I did not get to where I am today without God. And I certainly did not get here without the Dominica Labour Party. I want to do this, my friends, you know, and people will speak. But let me say this. I want to do this for country first. For this country, my apologies, under the leadership of Prime Minister Roosevelt Carrot. My friends, I am sure you can tell by now that education is very dear to my heart. So I want to assure you that in this St. Joseph constituency, we will continue striving to enhance learning opportunities for all through the creation of the much talked about community library and fully equipped resource center. To my fellow young people, I need for you to understand that government cannot solve all our problems. What it can do and continue to do, however, is to facilitate growth by providing opportunities for you to flourish. Young people, I will ensure that I am with you every step of the way to ensure that you flourish. This, my friends, is why we will collaborate with the youth division, to offer skill training programs in the areas of welding, sewing, plumbing, electricity, and automobile repairs to our constituency. All of these vocational skills will empower us, not just as youth, to seize the abundance of employment opportunities that are constantly being created thanks to the construction boom and other projects around our country. Labor! Now, I may be young, but I am old enough to remember the days of active adult education programs. Those days will return to the St. Joseph constituency. My people, this government believes that education is for all. And I will ensure no one in my constituency is left behind. Where there is a will, there is a way. Constituents who have excelled within the education system will be celebrated at the community level. We will use them as an icon and an example which will create an avenue to inspire other budding achievers. So when the library is complete, my friends, there is no reason why it can't carry the name of and be officially opened by a successful son or daughter of the soil. My vision for education is embedded in the vision of the Dominica Labour Party. Once I am elected, I will meet with students who are interested in pursuing a tertiary education so that together we can continue the policy on creating a university graduate in every household in Dominica. As we take this constituency and our country forward, we will celebrate our neighbors' successes like they are ours, my friends. Let us normalize giving people their roses while they're still alive. And this is something that we need to practice as a people. We need to normalize these things. My people, I have heard your cries, and I acknowledge that there is need for greater attention to the existing schools throughout our constituency. You have asked for an upgrade, and I want to declare to you today that an upgrade will be delivered together. Labor, labor. Given that we are in the birthplace of the late Caleb Laura, it should be no surprise to anyone that Central people are passionate about sports and recreation. And I mentioned names such as Shane Marshall, Roy Marshall, Ajay Roye. The truth is, my dear friends, we need to reintroduce the hosting of our inter-community sporting leagues, such as our football leagues, our cricket leagues, and our rounders tournaments. Our people need positive engagements, and without a doubt, we will deliver this to them together. Over the last 2 weeks, I have familiarized myself with ongoing projects, and I have listened to the challenges faced by my constituents in the various hamlets of this constituency. When I am elected as your parliamentary representative on December 6th, I will make myself available to meet all of you in the various hamlets so we can work together and formulate plans and priority projects for our constituency. As your parliamentary representative, you will undoubtedly get tired of seeing me. You will be able to get me through a text message or a WhatsApp message. You will be able to get me through a phone call. As your parliamentary representative, I am willing to listen to you, and together we will formulate, as I said, a list of priority projects in the areas of sports development, agricultural development, tourism development, and small business and entrepreneurship. We will collaborate with the respective representatives of each hamlet and try our best to engage local contractors to complete footpaths with proper drainage throughout the entire constituency. Layu is a community filled with potential. The people of Layu knows it, they know it, and I know it, and most importantly, the government knows it. So I am here to tell you tonight that the Layu Beach Rehabilitation Project is one that I will pay scrupulous attention to, with me as your humble servant, coupled with a team of both the youth, and the elderly, community activists. Together we will transform Layu from being a community primarily known for fishing to one with a diverse economy. Bells and Layu Park, you are a part of this vision for our constituency. I believe that much more can be done for you. I believe that much more can be done for you, my people of Bells. I am prepared to work with the farmers group to ensure that they can receive maximum benefits from the government. I will listen to your plea, and together we will transform the community of Bells. Residents of Meru, I have not forgotten you. I have not forgotten you, the residents of Meru. I understand your grievances more than anyone else. Together, we are going to work together to bring our community tourism to a new level. We, as I said, are going to do this together, my people. Throughout my constituency, I can assure you that the housing revolution started by those before me will continue, ensuring that we place emphasis on the most vulnerable among us. To the fishermen of my constituency, we shall consult with the relevant authorities to ensure that further assistance is provided in areas of finance, continuing education on new advances in fishing, surveillance studies, and events surrounding marine biologies. And to the farmers of my constituency, I am aware of the accessibility issues that you are experiencing. This is something that affects your livelihood. And I can't sit and do nothing to help you. I can't sit by and do nothing to help you. I have to do something about this. We as a people have to do something about this. Everything can't be fixed all at once. Everything cannot be fixed all at once. I know that there are priorities, and I know that there are urgent priorities. As a people, as one people, we will identify these urgent priorities, and we will attend to these priorities one at a time. So I want all of us, and I want to engage with the interest teams and the village councils to devise a plan to ensure that farm access roads, to include the Glogomier and Kahom roads, among others, in our constituency, are addressed one by one. At present, for example, there is work ongoing at the Layu Valley Cafe and surrounding areas. Senjo is culture, and culture is Senjo. Dominicans know that when it comes to carnival. I mean, come on, Senjo is the place to be. We have produced the likes of Gramax in the area of music and art form. It is my desire to promote, develop, and preserve the appreciation for culture through the formation of cultural groups. We have resourceful people, like my auntie, Lady A, among others, that I am certain will come on board to spearhead this initiative. The creation of a music studio equipped with musical instruments will assist in nurturing young musical talents, which can be found in every hamlet of our constituency, my brothers and sisters. The key to achieving all of this, is to understand that it can only be attained through what? Togetherness. There is room on board for everyone. Let us capitalize on our talents, knowledge, expertise, and let us build the St. Joseph constituency and take it forward, one community at a time. Layu Park, Mero, Bells, Senjo, on December 6th, I bid you to vote for me and the Dominica Labour Party. Thank you. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless the Dominica Labour Party. Viva Labour! Viva Labour! Viva Labour!
Yes, put your hands, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the birthday boy, Darron Lloyd. And he's getting his birthday cake. He's receiving his birthday cake and his lovely flowers. Blow the hands! Blow the hands! Love, love, love alone. Love alone in the Labour Party, brothers and sisters. Say a big happy birthday to Darron. Darron, that's it, that's it. Your Labour rights are wishing you happy birthday, brother. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Labour rights, I encourage you. Those of you who want to come even closer, because now it's leadership time, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready, brothers and sisters? Now we call to address us the world boss, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Scary.
If I had a chance to live my life again, without pretending I would tell you plain, I've made a lot of mistakes in this life I would like to change. But of all the things that I hold dear to, one is being born and raised in this country. For no other place on earth would do for me. It's not to say that all is rosy. We have problems and we are poor. But generally speaking, we are an easygoing people, free and free. I hold you very close to my heart. Some of you, my dearest, I cannot bear. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When your other children will forsake you, I will always stand up firm and true.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Citizens and residents of the great Commonwealth of Dominica, good evening to all of you. I first wish to express my profound thanks and appreciation to our former Pal Rep, Dr. Alice King, for stepping forward and providing service to the people of this country over the last 3 years. Our party owes her a debt of gratitude. I greet you this evening, proud once again of the very mature and responsible manner in which our people stunned the world last Thursday by turning their backs on the potential for strife, lawlessness, and abuse of rights in our country. The hearts of many in the diaspora were heavy as the usual suspects threatened brimstone and fire, and as a consequence of their own negligence. Multitudes were called to the capital city of Roseau to maim, disfigure, and destroy. But alas, my dear people, the good judgment and reasoning of our people saw to it that our nomination day, our nomination of candidates was conducted and concluded without any incident in our country. We look forward now to the evening of December 6th, when the final vote is counted and the winner of the 2022 general elections is declared. I wish tonight to thank the people of Dominica for their warm embrace of the Dominica Labour Party. I am sure you assessed all the talents that were placed at your disposal, and I sense this evening that you too agree that the Dominica Labour Party is still the best choice for Dominica.
Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your lies.
I want to say that it is truly unfortunate that the voters of my constituency, the Vegas constituency, were deprived the opportunity to actually vote in this, my final general elections. It is not my fault, and it is certainly not their fault, that our opponents chose not to send up a candidate in my constituency or that of the other 5 constituencies that have already been declared. Those 6 constituencies are among the strongest bastions of labor in Dominica. And it was no secret that even if the United Workers' Party had contested these 6 seats,
the Dominica Labour Party would have received a minimum of 70% of the popular vote in each riding. So do not be fooled by their not backing a so-called independent in some of the races. They have sponsored independent candidates in areas where they feel the margin of victory would not be as high as is in the Vickers, Paybush, Cottage, and Pitt-Savan constituencies. They listened to Comrade Defoe last weekend and decided this guy was going to be no easy walkover. So they pulled back their quote-unquote independent candidate who they had identified to go in that seat against Comrade Defoe. In performing before the world cameras, they have announced that they are not running and are not participating in the elections. But we all know they are sponsoring several independent candidates in this election. Has anyone in this crowd heard of the expulsion of Dr. Irvin Pascal from the UWP? How then can be acting against the declared wishes of the party and still be an embraced member? The answer, my friend, is that a faction in the opposition is supporting him and another faction is supporting another candidate in this same St. Joseph constituency. Even in this one constituency, there will be 3 faces of UWP on the ballot paper on December 6th. But my dear friends, there shall be only one candidate for Labour, and that is Darron Lloyd. What this all adds up to is a mass of confusion designed to create the image of Dominica as politically unstable. Ladies and gentlemen, do you see or sense any anything unstable about Dominica tonight? Do you see anything unstable about Dominica tonight? The majority of voters in this country have expressed at every turn their preference for Roosevelt Scarrett and the Dominica Labour Party.
It's my PM family. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your life.
I did not call out the entire country last Thursday afternoon. They summoned all 70,000 residents to the Bayfront, and just 324 people showed up on the Bayfront for the Workers' Party. These are the facts, ladies and gentlemen. They spent previous 2 weeks making their arguments and other submissions, and the people of Dominica handed down their verdict on Thursday evening. The people of Dominica said a loud and resounding no to the United Workers' Party and its associates. Last Sunday evening, I merely said that my candidates and I were going for a casual walk through the streets of Roseau on Saturday. And you saw the multitude of Dominicans who came out to walk on Saturday afternoon in Roseau. Dominicans follow who they want. This is a free country, ladies and gentlemen. The opposition does not want a massive turnout of voters on December 6th. So they selected 6 of the constituencies they knew Labour would have done exceedingly well in, and insisted that no one steps forward to be nominated in those 6. Reginald Austria had already told me that Roland Roy was going to get more votes than he did in 2015 and 2019. Lakia Joseph was on course to breaking all records in Paybush. And we all, ladies and gentlemen, felt the energy in Colio with the introduction of Darren Pinard last Tuesday evening. So they know we were going to cut their tails in all 6 of those constituencies. and they decided not to send up anybody. One poor guy in the Roosevelt Valley wanted to go up, but the 4 witnesses he asked all told him they are firmly in the corner of Dr. Irving McIntyre. And you know, I was walking in town, and it's the same guy who wanted to run against Dr. McIntyre in a red shirt in the mother of all works last evening, ladies and gentlemen.
It's my PM family. Labour still the best choice. You can talk and make your noise. Labour still the best choice.
So this is where we are, ladies and gentlemen. The same people who say they are boycotting these elections gave a nod of approval to candidates in certain other constituencies. But in those 6, where they know we would cut their tail and bust their tails, ladies and gentlemen, 3-1, they decided not to send a candidate in those constituencies. So, actual voter turnout is not a major issue for keen observers of politics on December 6th, because the opposition has played so many games in this campaign that their credibility is now shot. They have killed the spirits of many voters. They have made themselves look most inadequate in the eyes of many Dominicans at home and abroad. Did you see them on Bayfront last Thursday? Even Papi, ladies and gentlemen, in his heyday, was more inviting to stand and listen to. An old broken down van and a sound system with a reach of 22 feet. And that is how they are portraying themselves as a government in waiting in 2022. Shame on the Workers' Party, ladies and gentlemen. But there are some commentators in Dominica and elsewhere that I think I need to speak to this evening. These are the ones who would have you believe that the situation in Dominica today is unprecedented in the Western Hemisphere. I have news tonight for these academics, ladies and gentlemen. First, let me deal with this so-called, what they call, or who they say call a snap election in Dominica in 3 years. I am a villain for calling an election in Dominica when I chose. But Timothy Harris in St. Kitts collapsed his own government in 2 years, and he is a gentleman. I am a villain for calling an election under 3 years in Dominica, but Sister Mia Motley in Barbados is a genius for having called a snap election and in an even shorter period than I have done. All of a sudden, all sorts of strange things could happen in Dominica because the opposition has stood out of the elections. But none of the things said happened in Jamaica, for example, ladies and gentlemen. Happened in Jamaica of all places. In 1983, when the PNP boycotted the Edward Ziakel JLP government and spent 5 solitary years in opposition. Why is it that people believe that Dominica and Dominicans are incapable of acting and behaving normal? You know, I take great offense to that action and that attitude towards us in Dominica. Giving one party 21 seats in Dominica puts democracy at risk, they say. But a party in Grenada won all 3 seats, not once, not twice, but 3 times over the years. And democracy has never been under threat in that country. The incumbent government in Barbados has won 2 successive elections with a clean sweep of the parliament on each occasion. And democracy is not under siege there either. But in Dominica, an opposition party that has lost 5 consecutive general elections chooses 3 years into the term to get rid of its leader, to break itself into factions, and to choose leadership candidates who are not from the people, not of the people, or not for the people. And I am a villain for calling an election when the opposition has its pants off. Well, too bad for them, ladies and gentlemen. Too bad for them. If you snooze, you lose, ladies and gentlemen. They snoozed And on December 6, 2022, they shall lose, ladies and gentlemen. I called the election when any serious opposition party anywhere in the world would have been ready or readying itself for a poll. Let us pause for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I do not like to comment on or interfere in the domestic politics of a country. But let us assess the situation in Great Britain right now. General elections are not constitutionally due anytime soon in the UK. But do you recall the main reason why government MPs did not vote out any of the recent sitting prime ministers? It was not that they were afraid to or that they were unwilling to. They did not bring down the Conservative government because they knew the opposition Labour Party was in first slip, ready and willing to assume the reins of office in that country. The opposition in Britain is not like the opposition in Dominica. The opposition in Britain was ready for any eventuality, and the government, knowing this, did all in its power to protect its wicket and stay in office. But the opposition here in Dominica lost for the fifth straight time in December 2019. And rather than prepare for general elections, they went into a state of internal meltdown where they turned on each other. Lennox Clinton did not resign immediately after the last election, when most leaders rejected for a third time would have. He carried the party for 3 years and then left abruptly. Let us be clear in chronicling the fact, ladies and gentlemen. They went leaderless for more than 2 months, and I took the opportunity to refresh my government and prepare this country for the arduous task ahead, and I am now a villain in the country. Well, if ready in Dominica for an extended Russia-Ukraine war and its ramifications makes me a villain, I plead guilty. If positioning Dominica to start 2023 on a firm footing in the event of a resurgence in COVID cases is irresponsible, then I plead guilty, ladies and gentlemen. If getting new energy and new talents and insight on board to grapple with the challenges such as the relocation of Petit Soufriere and Sansoba residents is reckless, then I, Roosevelt Skerrit, plead guilty tonight. But I can tell you, I have not 1 ounce of remorse for calling an election and catching the opposition with their pants off, ladies and gentlemen. Opposition parties have one job, and that is to prepare for elections. The United Workers' Party failed to do that, which it should have done. So don't let anyone be distracted tonight with the shouts of anger from the other side. They came within 7,000 votes of winning the last elections in 2019. If the people are with you, they would vote for you under any circumstances. Let us get to the heart of the issue. They want Roosevelt Skerrit to unilaterally decide whether Dominicans living overseas should vote in Dominica or not. That is not a decision I am willing to make on my own. I have said I want to be advised on this. What I would say to you is that of 2 countries around us that attempted those same reforms in recent years, both of them returned a policy position of embracing those brothers and sisters residing elsewhere, but who continue to contribute to the social and economic development of their native land. My view is that Dominica is too small to cut itself off from the rest of the world. Philosophically, I believe that if a person works elsewhere but sends home money, provisions, and other enabling assistance to upkeep their family in Dominica, I, Roosevelt Skerrit, do not see why that person should be unilaterally removed from the voters list of Dominica. They have a right to vote in Dominica's elections, ladies and gentlemen. But I did not impose my view on the country. I did not impose my personal view on the cabinet. I have heard this call for reform, and I said, let us consider it. My government retained the preeminently highest legal luminary in the Caribbean to undertake the review of our systems, and that the review is underway. Whenever it is submitted, we shall share with the people of Dominica, and when all views are entertained, I shall lay the document on the floor of the Parliament. So I want to make it clear that this new Dominica Labour Party government, which you are about to re-elect, shall introduce recommended reforms as soon as such reforms are ready and have been inputted by all willing Dominicans, residents at home and abroad. We shall make the needed changes to the manner in which voting is done in Dominica. But I want to say that we vote in Dominica today how we voted 20 years ago and how we voted 27 years ago when the United Workers' Party won the government, ladies and gentlemen. So let us cut out this nonsense about Dominicans having a voting system that no other country in the world has. They're talking about voter ID cards, but in the United States of America or Great Britain, there are no voter ID cards, ladies and gentlemen, yet people vote. They're talking about non-resident Dominicans being eligible to vote. Non-resident Antiguans vote in their elections. Non-resident Kittians vote. So why are they telling the world that something obtains in Dominica that does not obtain anywhere else in the world, ladies and gentlemen? They are sitting out these elections because we cut them with their pants off, ladies and gentlemen. They have no policies. They have no programs. They have no presence on the ground. They have no money to run a campaign. And 3 years after the last elections, they have no political leader. That is why they could not submit nomination papers on November 18, 2022. And for the benefit of those of you watching and listening, and who heard of a second political party called the Dominica Freedom Party, also not contesting these elections, I want you to know tonight that the Dominica Freedom Party ceased being a serious political party the moment the late Dame Eugenia Charles ceased being the leader of that party. The Freedom Party in Dominica is in a comatose state. It has been on life support for the last 20 years. It has about 6 active members, all of whom are over 75 years of age. So do not be stirred by the rattling of that beleaguered institution. These are the last gasp of a dying organization. So tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I wish to thank the people of Dominica for once again reposing their confidence in me and the candidates of the Dominica Labour Party. With your non-response to the reckless and irresponsible demands of the other side, you have signaled your intention to embrace the Labour Party as it seeks to continue to take Dominica forward. During the course of the next 2 weeks, I shall seize every opportunity to share with you insights into our thinking and how we propose to navigate the choppy waters that confront us. Tonight, I thought it necessary to contextualize the circumstances by which we shall, on December 6th, be declared winner in all 21 constituencies in our country. The opposition dropped the ball repeatedly in the last few months. It handled the calling of elections very badly, and its tendency to want to invoke crime, lawlessness, and other antisocial behavior was frowned upon by the thinking people of this country. And so, ladies and gentlemen, they wanted to turn brother on brother, neighbor on neighbor, co-worker on co-worker, But none of that is happening in Dominica this time around. There is no place in 2022, Dominica, for such lawlessness. There is no appetite for blocking of roads and burning of tires. In this civilized world, you fight elections in the ballot boxes, ladies and gentlemen. They chose not to put their names on the ballot paper, and they therefore shall spend the next 5 years in the political wilderness of Dominica. My dear people of St. Joseph, this has been a phenomenal embrace of your son, Darron Lloyd. He's a very bright and capable young man. He will be a hard worker, and I am confident that he will do you proud. And incidentally, he's getting into politics at the same age I did in 2000. So we welcome him, ladies and gentlemen. I wish tonight to thank and congratulate the team of Labour in this constituency for carrying forth the battle. The St. Joe team was ready for any and all comers. There is a powerhouse of Labour in this St. Joseph constituency. Powerhouse of Labour is St. Joseph, ladies and gentlemen. So comrades and friends, the evening is growing late, and I know you wish to socialize. I know you wish to rub shoulders with your candidates, and I too am looking to shake a leg tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And enjoy the uniquely St. Joseph hospitality and friendship. But I listened tonight, ladies and gentlemen, to Sister Cassandra Williams, and what an articulate person, ladies and gentlemen, articulating the issues confronting this country and the people of the Lapin constituency. And I listened to Fidel Grant tonight, and to my sister Greta, and they have grown and matured in this job. I tell you, we have a solid team come 2023, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you once again for coming out in such large numbers to support us, showing the confidence in the Labour Party. 6 seats have already been declared, and the others shall be voted on December 6th, ladies and gentlemen. This party is humbled. I am humbled. This party is grateful. This Dominica Labour Party, my dear friends, is ready to serve the people of Dominica for the next 5 years. May God bless you all. May God bless the glorious Commonwealth of Dominica. I thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go out on election day, December 6th. I do not want us to say that Labour has won and not go out to vote. We need and we want every single vote in this country in the 15 constituencies where there should be elections on December 6th. Let us go out. I wish to call on the workers' supporters. This is an opportunity for you to vote in the national interest. We want to embrace everyone. You heard of the experience of Brother Lloyd. He told you that Kelver, the then PAL rep, knew that his family were Porto workers. But we did not deny him an opportunity to go out to China and come back with a degree here in Dominica, ladies and gentlemen. And there are hundreds of such experiences and circumstances across Dominica, empowering people irrespective of your political circumstance or political support. One country, one vision, one people, ladies and gentlemen. Let us all go and vote for the Dominica Labour Party to continue the good work in this country. Thank you very much. God bless you, ladies and gentlemen. You speaking. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's raining. You know, I'm very grateful to you. Look at us here. In this mud, in this rain, but you're standing firm to send a message to all of Dominica, to all of the world, to all of the region, that the Dominica Labour Party has the support of the masses of this country, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going out on December 6th to vote for the Dominica Labour Party. God bless you. God bless the Commonwealth of Dominica. And God bless all of us, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Put your hands together for our beloved PM, Roosevelt Kerry. And tomorrow night, we will be in Marigot. After that in Castle Bruce, as the Labour Party victory train rolls on and on throughout the Commonwealth of Dominica. Labour! Labour! Power!
We are problems and we are poor. But generally speaking, we are an easy going, people free and clean. I hold you very close to my heart. Some of you, my dearest, I cannot part. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When your other children will forsake you, I will always stand up for my truth. Oh, I am your knight in shining armor. I remain your true ambassador. You know how I care. Your humble servant I'll remain. I stand by your side through sun or rain. Hey, 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 sometimes the things I hate us make me want to hide. From the very children, those who have to cry. For instead of helping us, hear them criticize. But try as I may, I cannot lose my feet. Because Dominica, you're my rightful place. And if I deny, you're completely who but me I betray. There are those among us who have been done destroyed, but they must be disciplined. I can forgive those who are crazy, but not them who are lazy, they bring shame on we. To my heart, from you, my dearest, I cannot part. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When your other children will forsake you, I will always stand up for my truth. I am your knight in shining armor. I remain your true ambassador. You know how I care. Your humble servant I'll remain. I stand by your side through sun or rain. Hey, 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 been very unfortunate to this country greatly terrorized and raped by people who don't care nothing for its sake. Can you imagine some Dominicans only to further their own ambition would scream and plot each day causing division? And they are people whom we look up for leadership and strength as grow. But them are opportunities to vain and selfish, praying like wild beasts. I hold you very close to my heart. From you, my dearest, I cannot part. I think of you everywhere I go. I always long to come back to you. When the children and them will forsake you, I will always stand up for my truth. Yeah, I am your knight in shining armor. I remain your true ambassador. With Dominica, you know how I care. Your humble servant I'll remain. I stand by your side through sun or rain.
Labour government putting this country first. That is why we can't reverse. Reducing poverty for you and me. Working in the best interest of this nation. Stabilize the economy. Revive banana industry. Record tourist survival. Lapward, we going all the way. Central, Rosanna, Lapland, Dominica going. And there we go. All the way. We going all the way with the Labour Party. All the way. You think? No, now we start. If you vote in Labour, if you put your hand in the air now. What we gonna do? Everybody, what we gonna do? Here we go. Keep it, take it out. No, take it out. When I say keep in Labour inside, you say yes. Keep in Labour inside, say yes. Say yes. So 1, sing it. 2, sing it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let's tell them. Keep in Labour inside, yes. Yes. Say yes. Somebody say yes. Yes. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Let me see you. Jump. Here we go. Keep in Labour. Say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Anybody from Central? Anybody from Layu? Anybody from Darron? Ready, Central? Central, scream! Keep it. Say yes. 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 Layu! If you're a Labourite, put your hand in the air. All true Labourites, put your hand in the air. Everybody sing. We going all the way. We going all the way. Salisbury. Qualiho Jubla. All the way. Love you. We going all the way. We going all. Bossy. We going all the way. We going all the way. All the way. Bells. Central. Mero. Grand 4. We going there. All. This is the Labour anthem. Somebody, anybody, if you vote in Labour, scream.
Hold on. Oh, you want to know where I'm at?
Yeah. The backup mic. Yeah, all right. Yes, sir, we something good.
The hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming. Ready to we voting. The hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming. So we voting. I poto Labour, tell her to my auntie, my sister, even the neighbor. I poto Labour, tell her to my auntie, my sister, even the neighbor. He poto, she poto, yeah man, he poto, Labour power, he poto Labour, he poto by the shoe, she poto 5 more years, everybody, Labour power, to the bone, the Labour, to the bone, to the I tell you, Central, we voting. We voting. We voting. Everybody, we voting. We voting. We voting. We voting. We voting Labour. The hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming. So Labour, we voting. The hotels coming, hospital coming.
No. What happened? We not Porto again, man. Labour! Remember, we win already, but make sure all you register, make sure all you vote. You can be freedom, you can be workers, you can be pop, you can be everything. Oh yes. But you see December 6th, we voting Labour.
You understand? Because labor is still the best choice.
Still the best choice.
Pick up the grand for massive, grand for posse. You don't know. To the bone. Let me hear you sing. Labor to the bone. Yo, to the bone. We labor. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bossy, we voting. Lapwat, we voting. Cassie Bruce, we voting. Even Laplet, we voting. Labor, Benville, we voting. Vekas, we voting. Titsavan, we voting. Saliga, we voting. Labor, the hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming. So labor, we voting. The hotels coming, hospital coming, even airport coming. So labor, we voting.
I vote. I vote all labor.
Tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the neighbor.
I vote. Right. I vote all labor.
Tell that to my auntie, my sister, even the neighbor. He vote. Hey,
He vote.
yeah man.
He vote.
Labor power.
He got the grand
Put the X. He vote.
By the shoe.
5 more years.
Labor power. To the bone. The labor to the bone. To the bone. The labor to the bone.
All the Rasta man voting. All the church people voting. All the hard workers voting. Everybody.
Yo, you want to go food there? You going to go food? Come in the labo. Come in the labo. I tell you, labor still the best choice. Low. I tell you, labor still the best choice. I tell you, labor still the best choice. Gas and labor still the best choice. December 6th, we voting. Labor.
We voting.
December 6th, we voting. Labor. You know why? You know why, real boss? Because labor still the best choice. I tell you, labor still the best choice. I tell you, labor still the best choice. Labor still the best choice. By the shoe, 5 more years. 5 more years. Put the X. By the shoe, 5 more years. 5 more years. You don't know. I don't give you something there. Hey, boss, give me something.
Oh, God.
You going to take off food, eh?
I run things in Dominica.
All right.
Not again PM. Bus driver run things in the country.
You got yourself, you don't know. Yeah. Hey,
She taking bus.
like every day.
She on the front seat. Yeah. And she doesn't pay.
You know the bus man.
Yeah.
They doesn't play.
I'm going to sell my car and buy a bus today. There's a lady girl I wonder
Bus driver.
why she leave me for her.
Bus driver.
They get her with her.
Bus driver.
Yeah. No, I want to be a
Bus driver.
She don't want no politician. She don't want no drug man. That girl they own a mission. She want a boss man. She don't want no politician. She don't want no drug man. That girl they own a mission. She want a
Bus driver.
wow.
Bus driver.
Yes, sir. We going to
Bus driver.
bus
Driver.
Yo, let me see you. One on the steering wheel.
One on the laps.
Yeah, bus driver don't play. Gas up.
Bus driver don't laps.
Wait, one on the steering wheel.
One on the laps.
Hey, bus driver don't play. Gas up.
Bus driver don't laps.
She like you ready. Rev the engine.
Rev the engine for her. Rev the engine. Rev the engine for her. Rev the engine.
Rev the engine for her. Rev the engine. Here we go. The girl them wonder.
Bus driver.
Why? She leave me for her.
Bus driver.
They catch her with her.
Bus driver.
Yeah.
You see
No,
where
I want to be her.
Bus driver.
Bus driver.
Yeah, we gonna do them all food. Yeah.
Put your hand on the ground, hands in the air. Shake that thing like you don't care. Look, boom, boom, shaking everywhere. Girl, you welcome to come and shake that boom, 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 boom. Girl, shake that boom, 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 boom. Baby, let me see you
Shake it for me.
Okay, boom,
Work it for me.
okay, boom.
Oh,
I like the way you
girl, shake that boom. You don't know, labor.
get ready to bend down, get ready to push back. Prepare for the okay, boom. Get ready to
Girl, bend down, girl, bend down.
girl bend down when you hear this song.
Girl, bend down, girl, bend down.
Girl bend down and touch the ground.
Girl, shake that boom, 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 boom.
Girl, shake that boom, 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 boom. Come on, let me see you
Shake it for me.
Okay, boom.
Work it for me.
Okay, boom.
Oh,
I like the way you move.
girl, shake that boom, 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 boom. Girl, shake that boom, 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 Baby, shake your boom boom. Show them you don't give up.
Put your hand on the ground, hands in the air. Shake that thing like you don't care. Look, boom boom, shaking everywhere. Girl, you welcome to come and shake that boom 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 boom. Girl, shake that boom 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 boom. Come on, let me see you
Shake it for me.
Okay, boom.
Twerk it for me.
Okay, boom.
Oh,
I like the way you move and shake that boom 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 boom. Girl, shake that boom 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 boom. Hey, let me see you shake it for me. Okay, boom. Twerk it for me. Okay, boom. Oh, I like the way you move it.
Kasi pessoal, me cocla, oxe,
Hey,
iato.
okay, boom. Tima, sakaba, sakaba. Sakaba.
Is it a sucker baby? We gonna say les bons 80. Alright, let's go.
Hey, a besoin bouteille spice, a besoin mauvaise herbe, a besoin paquet femme. Ma vie la poudre c'est danser.
Kasi pessoal, me cocla, oxe, iato.
Okay, boom.
Tima,
Les bons
sakaba.
Les bons
Sakaba.
Les bons sakaba.
Sakaba.
Baby,
Sukwesa.
baby, I come already. Hey, baby,
Sukwesa. Bend down, girl.
you must go in there. 1, 2, les bons 80. Les bons 80.
C'est pas ma gada, c'est danser. C'est pas ma gada, c'est danser. C'est pas ma gada,
Little boy, how we looking?
Hey, okay, boom.
Oh, you can love some
Yeah,
beautiful ladies,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
We don't got much time.
Yeah,
Much time. You gotta go.
Yeah.
I just want to sing a song for you.
I like the way
Hey,
you do
all right.
it.
Hey,
Do, 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 do. Vous sentez bien que moi qui est toujours là pour vous.
yeah, beautiful ladies over there, sing all you.
Moi v'lais pour toute la vie à moi, pas j'en quitte moi sur ta belle do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Do, do.
girl, you my do.
Yeah, girl, you my do.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Girl, you my sherry, you my do, you my boo, girl, you my everything. Don't fret to talk to me, don't fret to ask me anything. I would go broke to see you happy and have everything. But don't rush me for marriage, no, wedding ring. Slow down all your braids, we don't run in no race. Just check your scenery and nobody can take your place. Don't ask me if I like you, you should know that I'm in love with you. I know I'm not the best, but I hope I can be
be
your
a do do too, boo, do 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 do.
Aye, okay,
You started like them when they do so. Baby, do do. Give me
girl, you my do.
forever.
Girl, you my do. The hotel's coming, hospital coming.
I'll sing that after. I just want to leave all you with a little message. Where Darron? Darron there? Where Darron? Darron, come, Gassa, come. You cannot do me that.